is the Latin Mass superior or better than the Novus Ordo? And you only have 3 minutes on this, so have as much fun as you can.
Well, of course it is. What a silly question. No.
Next, thank you, everybody. That's our show.
No. What are you trying to do, Anonymous? Get me in trouble? No, I think whenever you have a question like that, I mean, sure, it's an important question, but is it really one that any individual priest or any individual Catholic layman can answer? No, I think it's a question which ultimately has to be decided by Holy Mother Church. But some questions that we can raise are, for example, and that other men of the Church, including bishops in good standing of the Catholic Church, like Cardinals Ottaviani and Bacci, have asked is, what good comes from quite simply removing all of these prayers from the text of the rubrical structure of the Holy Sacrifice of the Mass? What good comes from taking out all the prayers, which are so many of the prayers anyway, which emphasize the propitiatory sacrificial nature of the Holy Mass, which is precisely what happened in the creation of the Novus Ordo Missae. And again, this is not to say in any way, shape, or form a criticism of priests who celebrate the Novus Ordo Mass. I mean, diocesan priests, priests of other religious orders, are simply doing so out of obedience. And there are many, I think more than the vast majority of them are good, zealous, devoted, hardworking priests. So that I'm not calling into question for 1 second, or the intention, the love with which they offer the Mass in the ordinary form, the Novus Ordo. But at the same time, even eminent figures such as the now deceased, God rest his soul, Pope Benedict XVI, wrote in Spirit, I think it was Spirit of the Liturgy, that oftentimes the way the Novus Ordo Mass is celebrated and by too many priests, unfortunately, in too many parts of the world, it ends up being, in his words, Pope Benedict XVI, at the time Cardinal Ratzinger, a banal, on-the-spot product, because it ends up being celebrated in a way that reflects the priest's own particular personality more than the sacrificial nature of the Mass and Christ's saving sacrificial action.